Did you know that some healthy activities could actually triple your risk of joint damage after 60? It's true. The very things we're often told to do to stay fit and active could be quietly wearing down your joints day after day, leading to more pain, more stiffness, and even a greater risk of serious falls later on. The truth is, after 60, your joints aren't just older. They're different. They respond differently to pressure, movement, and even the healthy habits you once trusted. And ignoring these changes, it can cost you your mobility, your independence, and your freedom to live life on your terms. But here's the good news. Researchers from institutions like Johns Hopkins and Mayo Clinic have uncovered safer, smarter ways to move. Ways that protect your joints without sacrificing your health or happiness. And today, I'm going to guide you through it. Step by step, we'll uncover 5 common healthy activities that could be secretly hurting your joints after 60. And I'll show you simple, joint-friendly alternatives you can start using immediately. Stick with me, because the number one most surprising bad habit? It's something almost everyone over 60 believes is good. And you deserve to know the truth. If you care about keeping your body strong and pain-free after 60, tap like and subscribe now. It helps us spread this life-changing knowledge to more people just like you. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's talk about one of the biggest culprits first. Overdoing treadmill running. Now don't get me wrong, staying active is absolutely vital. Movement is medicine for your body. But pounding away on a treadmill, especially for long periods, can be a silent enemy to your joints after 60. Why? Because treadmills create a very unnatural, repetitive pounding motion, where every step sends force directly up through your ankles, knees, hips, and lower back. Over time, this impact adds up, leading to micro damage inside your cartilage, accelerated joint wear, and for many seniors, a sudden flare-up of arthritis symptoms they never expected. One study published in the Journal of Orthopedic Research found that repetitive treadmill running increases joint stress by up to 40% compared to varied, outdoor walking. And here's the twist you need to know. Even if your knees feel fine right now, the damage can be building silently, showing up months or even years later as stiffness, swelling, and chronic pain. So what's a safer choice instead? Let's talk about it. A gentler alternative. Outdoor walking on natural surfaces. Switching to outdoor walking, especially on natural surfaces like grass, dirt paths, or padded tracks, can dramatically reduce joint stress. Here's why it's better. Natural surfaces absorb more shock than treadmill belts. Uneven ground gently strengthens the tiny stabilizing muscles around your joints, helping prevent falls. Plus, fresh air and sunlight boost your mood and bone health naturally. If you still love using a treadmill, here's a tip. Set it at a slight incline, 2-3%. Walk instead of run, and limit your sessions to 30 minutes or less to protect your joints. Remember, it's not about stopping movement. It's about moving smarter to stay strong, mobile, and pain-free for the long haul. Because the last thing you want is to lose your ability to move freely because of something you thought was keeping you healthy. Now, if there's one activity that brings both joy and hidden danger, it's gardening. There's something deeply healing about tending the earth. But here's the hard truth. Extended gardening sessions without proper breaks can seriously strain your joints after 60. Think about it. Long periods of kneeling crush the sensitive tissues around your knees. Repetitive gripping and twisting strain the smaller joints in your wrists and fingers. Hunching forward for too long stresses the spine and hips. Over time, these micro-stresses can add up to chronic knee inflammation, finger joint stiffness, sometimes even triggering osteoarthritis, sharp lower back pain that lingers for days. But here's the twist. The damage often doesn't feel serious while you're working. It sneaks up hours, or even days, later, after the adrenaline of the activity wears off. One major study published in the Arthritis Care and Research Journal found that seniors who engaged in prolonged kneeling and repetitive hand tasks had up to 25% higher rates of osteoarthritis progression compared to those who modified their routines. You don't have to give up gardening. You just have to garden smarter. Here's how to protect your joints. Set a timer for 20-minute intervals. Every 20 minutes, stand up, stretch, and walk around for 5 minutes to reset your joints. Use cushioned kneeling pads or low garden seats to protect your knees. Choose ergonomic garden tools with padded wide handles that reduce wrist and finger strain. Alternate tasks: digging, planting, trimming. Switch it up to avoid overusing the same joints. And remember, if your body sends a signal, tightness, burning, fatigue, listen. Pain is your body's warning light, not something to push through. Because protecting your joints now means you'll still be planting roses, tomatoes, and sunflowers well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Quick question for you. Have you ever noticed your joints aching after a long gardening session? Or even a fun day out? Drop a comment below and share your story. I read every single one. And you might just inspire someone else to take better care of their body too. Here's the better path. Senior adapted yoga classes or gentle restorative yoga. Look for yoga that emphasizes supportive props like blocks, chairs, and straps. Slow, controlled movements. Shorter stretch holds, no more than 20-30 seconds. Focus on breathing and core engagement, not just flexibility. Adaptive yoga doesn't just protect your joints. It builds real strength, balance, and stability where you need it most. Because after 60, it's not about doing the splits. It's about staying strong enough to dance at your granddaughter's wedding, walk on the beach with your loved one, and rise out of a chair without hesitation or fear. Now, let's talk about something many of us don't realize until it's too late. Heavy lifting without proper support. Whether it's carrying groceries, lifting a grandchild, or moving furniture during spring cleaning. When you lift heavy objects incorrectly after 60, you place immense strain on vulnerable joints like your knees, lower back, and shoulders. Here's why this matters. Aging joints often have weaker cartilage and reduced fluid cushioning. Muscles surrounding these joints are often less reactive, offering less protection when lifting improperly. Ligaments and tendons are less elastic, making sudden loads even riskier. And here's the twist you need to know. It's not just the really heavy things that cause damage. Even moderate lifting, when done wrong, compounds tiny micro-injuries over time, leading to sudden tears, slipped discs, or chronic arthritis flare-ups. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, improper lifting techniques contribute to nearly 50% of preventable joint injuries among seniors. The solution isn't avoiding lifting altogether. It's learning safer techniques and using smart tools. Here's how you can lift safely. Bend at your hips and knees, not your waist. Think, squat, not hunch. Keep the object close to your body to reduce leverage strain. Engage your core muscles before and during the lift. Use both hands evenly for balance. Never twist while lifting. Turn your whole body with your feet. And better yet, use support tools like wheeled carts, grabbers, or even lightweight foldable trolleys whenever possible. Because every time you lighten the load on your joints, you're investing in your future strength, stability, and freedom. Protecting your joints now means you'll still be able to lift your grandkids high into the air with laughter, without worrying about hurting yourself afterward. Finally, let's talk about prolonged kneeling or squatting, one of the sneakiest, most underestimated joint hazards after 60. Whether it's cleaning, gardening, fixing something under the sink, these positions place intense, concentrated pressure on the delicate structures inside your knees and hips. What happens when you stay in these positions too long? Restricted blood flow to the joint tissues, excessive pressure on the cartilage, accelerating wear, tendon and ligament strain, weakening structural support over time. And here's the hard truth. After 60, cartilage thins naturally. Spending long stretches, kneeling or squatting, can speed up cartilage breakdown, leading to aching joints, swelling, and even early knee replacement risks. One orthopedic review noted that seniors who engaged in frequent kneeling or squatting had nearly 1.8 times higher rates of needing joint surgeries compared to peers who avoided it. You don't have to give up tasks that require low-level work. You just have to elevate your environment. Here's how. Use raised garden beds or hire planters for gardening tasks. Invest in adjustable stools for cleaning, crafting, or garage work. Sit rather than kneel whenever possible. Your joints will thank you. Break up sessions with frequent movement and gentle stretches. And if you must kneel, always use thick knee pads and limit your time to just a few minutes at a stretch. Because no task, no weed pulled, no corner scrubbed, is worth trading your joint health or long-term mobility. So let's take a moment to reflect. It's not about giving up the activities you love. It's about doing them smarter, so your body stays strong, your joints stay healthy, and your life stays full of freedom, joy, and movement. Today we uncovered 5 surprisingly healthy habits that can harm your joints after 60. Overdoing treadmill running and switching to outdoor walks on soft ground. Too much gardening without breaks and protecting your joints with interval gardening. Intense yoga poses and embracing supportive, senior-adapted yoga practices. Heavy lifting without support and using safe lifting techniques and handy tools. Prolonged kneeling or squatting and elevating your work surfaces to protect your knees. Every small change you make today is a powerful investment in your tomorrow. You deserve to move without fear, to wake up without aching, to chase after your grandkids, stroll through the park hand in hand, and dance at every wedding, every birthday, every celebration life throws your way. Because your story isn't over yet. And your joints? They deserve a future filled with strength, ease, and joy. If you found even one helpful tip today, tap the like button. It helps YouTube show this life-saving knowledge to more seniors who need it. And subscribe to our Stronger After 60 community, where we share powerful, science-backed ways to protect your body, spark your energy, and live vibrantly every single day. We're here for your journey. Ready to take the next step? Watch our next video. Top 7 Best Exercises to Strengthen Joints After 60 Without Pain, where we'll show you exactly how to build strong, stable joints with gentle, proven moves you can start today. Click over there now. Your stronger, freer future is just getting started.